Becky, how long have you been in this area? Is it your whole life?
My entire life. I was born and raised here.
Now, I understand you actually work with water.
Yes,
as well as
I have, yes.
And we call it dowsing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Is there another term here they use in Oregon?
Water witching.
Water witching.
Water witching.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. So I'm a witch.
So, as a water witch, how long have you been, or how long have you known that you are a water witch?
That's a really good question. My grandpa could do it. And so I think the very first time that I found out I could, he had these special rods that he used. And he was up at our house, and he and my dad were doing something out in the shop, and he had the trunk to his car open where he kept them. So I took one, and I went over to the well house just to see if I could do it. And I want to say I was in grade school, maybe 5th grade, 6th grade, something like that. So probably around 10 years old, I think I found out that I could make the rods move like he
10?
did. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do it. And then he used to go out. People would hire him to find wells, so they could have a better chance of hitting water when they drill. And so I started going out with him and learning how to kind of do it from him. And he'd give me like $10 to go with him. And that was in junior high. So I was probably in 7th grade when I started doing that.
And you do it even till now?
I stopped, I got busy in college and my adult life working and stuff, so I didn't do it as much. I did do it a few years ago. What was that, about 2 years ago?
Yeah, Mikey's.
A friend of my dad's had no water up at his house. They were hauling water in. So he asked if I could come and see if I could find a spot for them to drill. And that was about 2 years ago, I think.
So Skip relayed a story about you doing it at an event where there was another person brought in from out of state.
Oh, there was a class. We went out to Road Community College out when it was only in Grants Pass, and they had just a course, and someone came in and they were teaching dowsing. So we were like, hey, let's go check it out and see what would happen. So we went out, we learned, some things that they were teaching in the class, and they had other people come who said they could do it, and they'd bring their rods and their devices that they would use. And no one could use mine. I could use theirs. And then by the end of the class, I was up there teaching them how I did it.
And how long ago was this?
Oh my gosh, I was in high school? I think I was in high school.
Yeah, or maybe junior high?
I think it was a couple years after, I think.
Okay.
I was doing it with Grandpa.
Yeah.
So, probably high school.
Huh. So it's fascinating, if you don't mind, just to make sure people understand what a water witch, right, is. Can you kind of explain what that is, and then we'll take a look at your
So basically, I have no idea how I can do it. I don't know why. We feel like it has something to do with EMF fields, EM fields or whatever. But I have a rod. I just use a metal rod. I hold on to it. And when I am over where there is water under the ground, the rod will start to bob and will start to move. And so I use certain techniques to find where the streams are going, how wide they are, because there's cracks in the ground, and that's where the water flows underground. So when I find something with my rod where it starts bobbing, I will stop, and then I hold it kind of up like this so that it'll go this way. And as I'm over the crack, like the water where it is, it will start to move. So then I know what direction it's going in. From there, I find out how wide it is, and I find the center. And then I try to do an approximation of how far down it is. And then what we do, especially for people who are drilling wells, pinpoint the location right in the center so the well drilling rig can go like right down the center and have the best chance of hitting water.
That's so amazing.
You got to see it work first.
Yeah.